play. I think he's had too many cigars and a little too much wine. And in fact, we got a wine quote from him after the game last night because he's talking about his ankle. And I was shocked that he left at 7:51 and did not come back because, again, if we could see the ankle tweak, and Dave McMenamin of ESPN wrote that he just caught it on the floor. It looked like he stepped on Zoo's shoe, but I don't know. You can't, if you see it from the side. McMenamin just wrote that it got caught on the floor and turned over a little bit. But he jumped up. Here it is. Here it is. He stepped. I'm not sure he stepped on his foot. I'm not sure.
It's like he slid.
Yep. But
he did. He stepped on it. His left ankle.
Close. Yeah. It's very close. Yeah. But the point was, LeBron stayed in for another couple of minutes, and he took another three and missed it, and then he left. And it shocked me. Not much was made about it on TNT.
No.
And I thought, well, maybe it's THT on TNT. Maybe he's going to come in and save the day, but I don't remember him playing much last night.
Yeah, he played a little bit. I mean, we're going to get
much. Okay. Huh, interesting.
Nobody played well. I mean, he was 2 for 2, had 6 points. I mean, we're going to be okay, Skip. Don't you worry about us.
LeBron said to ESPN, he said, I'll go home and ice it, but I'll be just fine. He says, I'll drink some wine that will flow right down to the ankle. So he's even using wine as his cure-all now.
That is.
Oh, okay.
They say you should have a glass a night.
Oh, really?
I have a bottle a night.
Well, how many does he have? How many
Don't
glasses?
worry about it. There you go. There you go, Skip.
I don't know.
It's good for your heart.
Okay, so they say just a little bit in moderation.
Yeah.
I wouldn't know, but...
Where's that place? There's a place in Italy where the people live, the average age is like 90 plus, and they be drinking wine all the time.
Eating bread and drinking wine.
Yeah,
right?
see?
Yeah, I guess so. There's different ways to do it. Well, LeBron was not in shape last night. So, again, Vogel said after the game he was on a minutes restriction.
Yes.
I think his minutes had just run out.
Yeah.
He got to, they wanted to keep him under 30, and he was at 28, and they just said,
Yeah.
And I believe LeBron, highest IQ in all of basketball, said, you know what? This is their night. It's not going to matter if I'm here. I've gone cold again. He had a little hot hand for a while from three, but it had gone cold. I think he just said, that's enough. You guys take it.
Maybe you'd have got him to that 30-minute Skip if Paul George hadn't gone on that hot streak in the third quarter.
Maybe.
Maybe you see him 30 minutes, 32 minutes. But once Paul George, I mean, you go from 2 to start this third to 11 to start the fourth, and then you see it balloon some more.
But when he left, they were down 7, so it's still a game.
I believe if they had made a run, get it back to 1, 2, maybe take the lead, he comes back.
Instead, they just busted it right out to 17.
Yeah. It's all good. It's all good. Enjoyed it. I mean, y'all the 2-time opening night champs. That's a huge accomplishment for you guys.
The team that was favored to win it all going into the playoffs in the bubble, the Los Angeles Clippers, they got a little better in the offseason. I like what I see.
Guess what, Skip? You know what I know? The Clippers won the game last night. Guess who's still favored to win the championship?
Love Ty Lue. He wrapped it up last night by saying it was a great ceremony. They had a great year. They deserved to win the championship, but we are moving on.
Y'all move on.
I think everybody just moved on.
Y'all ain't got no choice, Skip. You ain't got no choice. You don't have no choice. We evicted you. Now you watch us celebrate upstairs. So you can move on all you want to. Yeah, we want you to move out. Not move on, move out. Go down to the forum. Skip, we didn't even see, we should have did you dirty. We should have dropped that back. We got the black cloak over it. But you know, they keep talking, and we're gonna unveil it. Okay?
I thought you were gonna wait until they're real fans.
No, that was what we were hoping to do. But y'all keep talking like y'all actually won something. We need to remind you, when you win things, things go up. Considering that you don't have anything up there, why are y'all still talking?
I told you, everybody's sleeping on the Clippers.
Ain't nobody sleeping on the Clippers.
And they woke up last night.
Skip, Paul George woke up. Stop pretending like Kawhi was lights out. He had 26 points on 26 shots.
Met a lot of good mid-range shots.
He missed what about that three? Oh, Skip, tell people at home what Kawhi was from the three-point line.
He was 1 for 8. We already talked about that.
Is that good?
Okay, but think of this. Here's the perspective that should horrify you. We didn't have our third best player, and our first best player went 1 for 8 from 3, and we still won in a cakewalk. Cakewalk.
First of all, Anthony Davis took 15 shots. It was a,
That sounds like bad old Anthony. How many times we talk about that last
Anthony
year?
Anthony Davis is a legit 27-11 guy.
Okay.
And he was what? 9 points and 6 rebounds under what he's averaging. LeBron James. Come on, Skip. Y'all know when the rubber meets the road, what's up?
Well, it
Bust
wasn't
your
up.
head again.
It was down last
Yeah,
night.
what, Skip? Do you see how heavy those rings are? Can you imagine a baseball pitcher going and doing 100 bicep curls and then trying to go pitch a game? His arm going to be blowed. We were blown from, I mean, the thing's heavy.
LeBron warmed up in his 2020 championship.
Everybody had those. You make it seem like LeBron the only one that got one. AD had one. Kuzma got one.
You got to let it go. Let it go.
We ain't letting nothing go. No, it ain't over.
The new year just started.
It ain't over.
Yep.
And tell Tom Brady to stop leaving me alone on IG. Bother me, Skip. I don't bother people. You know I don't bother anybody.
We'll talk about that in a minute.
I was celebrating.
Oh, we're going to get there. We're going to talk about it. We're going to talk about it. Some perspective. The Lakers did celebrate with a ring, and the Clippers have one win. So we got a long season ahead for us. Did you guys actually see Kevin Durant and the Nets last night?
I saw KD.
Interesting. Do they look like they should already be the favorites in the East? We will break it down next.